So guys, in the last class we discussed about Gauss law. Now the electric field due to a uniformly charged sphere, non-conducting sphere. Let's see here the possibility cases are three. One is the point charge inside the sphere, the second one is on the sphere, and the third one is outside the sphere. So in these point charges we have to find the electric field intensity. First of all, what is meant by electric field? The region surrounding an electric charge on a group of charges in which another charge experienced by a force is called electric field. The intensity of electric field E at a point is defined as the force experienced by a unit positive charge at that point. So we can write E is equal to F by Q naught. Units are Newton per Coulomb. So this is the expression for intensity of electric field. It is obvious that intensity of electric field is a vector quantity. Now let us see the first case at a point outside the sphere. The first case at a point outside the sphere. Consider a sphere A of radius r with center O as shown in the figure. Let a charge plus q be uniformly distributed throughout its volume. The volume density of charge is given by rho is equal to q by 4 by 3 pi r cubed. Suppose P be an external point at a distance smaller from center O of the sphere. We shall find the electric field at this point. For this purpose, we construct a Gaussian surface of radius OP which is concentric with the sphere A. So this is the Gaussian surface. From the symmetry of charge distribution, the electric field E at all points of the sphere is same. The electric field at all points of the Gaussian surface is same and will be perpendicular to the surface. Thus, the electric field E is directed along the outward normal. For small Gaussian surface, the ds bar is also radially outward. So, for small Gaussian surface, E bar dot ds bar is equal to EDS cos 0 degrees, because the angle between these two is 0, we get EDS. Now the electric flux pi over the entire Gaussian surface is given by pi is equal to integral E bar dot ds bar. Here we have the value for E bar dot ds bar, we are substituting. This is equal to E of 4 pi r square, because area of the Gaussian surface of radius r is equal to 4 pi r square. Suppose this is the equation 1. In this equation, E is constant at all points, so that we have taken out of integral. According to Gauss law, the electric flux pi over a closed surface in an electric field is 1 by epsilon naught times the total charge q enclosed within the surface. Thus, we can write E 4 pi r square is equal to 1 by epsilon naught q. Now we can write E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This expression shows that the point outside the sphere behaves as though the entire charge were concentrated at the center of the sphere. So in vector form, we can write this equation as E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r cubed r cap Newton per Coulomb. So this is the expression for electric field intensity due to a uniformly charged sphere at a point outside the sphere. Now the second case is at a point on the sphere. When the point P lies on the sphere, we can see capital R is equal to small r, radius is same. In this situation, the intensity is given by capital E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by capital R square Newtons per Coulomb. So this is the expression for intensity of an electric field due to a uniformly charged sphere at a point on the sphere. Now the case 3 is at a point inside the sphere, inside. Here we shall find out the electric field at a point P dash at a distance r from the center O of the sphere. So this is the Gaussian surface here with radius OP, distance smaller. The outward flux for a small portion of Gaussian surface will be E bar dot ds bar is equal to EDS, because the angle between these two is 0. So we get EDS. Now the electric flux over the entire Gaussian surface is given by pi E is equal to integral E bar dot ds bar, that is equal to E of 4 pi r square. The total charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface Q dash is given by Q dash is equal to volume enclosed by it and charge per unit value. What is the volume here? 4 by 3 pi r cubed, and the charge per unit volume is rho. Here the charge Q is uniformly distributed over a sphere of radius capital R. Hence rho is equal to total charge by volume. What is the total charge? Q by volume, 4 by 3 pi r cubed. This we can rewrite as 3q by 4 pi r cubed. So this rho value we can substitute here. We get Q dash is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed into 3q by 4 pi r cubed. After cancellation we get Q dash is equal to Q of small r by capital R whole cubed. From Gauss law we can rewrite as E of 4 pi r square is equal to 1 by epsilon naught Q of r by capital R whole cubed. Now we get E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q r by capital R cubed. So this is the expression for the intensity of electric field due to a uniformly charged sphere at a point inside the sphere. So we solved the 3 cases. This figure shows the variation of electric field as a function of distance r. It is obvious that the electric field outside the sphere is inversely proportional to the square of the distance, so that electric field decreases as the distance increases. In the same way, electric field inside the sphere is proportional to the distance r, so that if distance r is increases, field also increases like this. It is maximum on the surface of the sphere. So this is somewhat about the electric field due to a uniformly charged sphere in several cases. Thank you.